Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Insights with Dylan White. Obviously, missed yesterday. I said I wasn't going to miss 2 days in a month, and this cold and fever said, yes, you are. You need to take a day. So thank you guys again for sticking with me and sticking through this early crud that I had. So again, thank you guys for being part of the journey. Thank you guys for learning a little bit more about what lives inside Azure Data and AI 2 days ago. And today we're going to dive into everything Azure Application Innovation. So I'm super excited about some of these because, again, I haven't really been on the development side of things. And so I'm kind of excited to learn about the different technologies and infrastructures that are used on the back end of some of our the world's biggest applications. So that being said, as always, please let me know down in the comments what you liked about the video. If you are a developer and have some different comments and insight, I would love to get the feedback. I'd love to even have you on a later video down in the series, just talking about the different cool stuff you guys are doing and helping the new people learn more about what technology lives inside of our beloved Azure. So without further ado, let's get into everything Azure Application Innovation. All right, guys. So we're back again with another what is Microsoft, and this time we're going to dive into everything application innovation for digitalization. Lots of big words. All that really means is modernizing applications from either on-premises or legacy apps into cloud services for scalable hyperscale capabilities. So Microsoft has lots of functionalities in this perspective, but there's really, we'll call it another, again, 7 or 8 areas in which Microsoft really focuses. We'll dive into a sample project for each of them, but again, we're going to try to keep this in less than 5 minutes. So now let's get into it. API management, right? So when it comes to Microsoft Azure and API management, they created an API custom set for Azure and capabilities for you to easily integrate with other third-party services. So a sample one I've seen often is one for OpenAI, right? We're going to talk about that one often, but OpenAI and Azure offers API capability for you to directly interact with OpenAI in their ecosystem, right? Not the Azure OpenAI that's already pre-built into Azure. So let's go into Spring Apps, right? Which is Spring Apps Cloud. People that are familiar with VMware Tanzu should also be familiar with Azure Spring Apps because, again, they're very interchangeable, right? So if you're writing Spring Apps projects, you can actually move them and lift and shift them directly into Azure Spring Apps Cloud. Azure Container Applications, so whether you're writing Docker applications, whether you're writing Kubernetes applications, Red Hat OpenShift, whatever container services you're looking for, Azure has a method for you to get them into an Azure capable service, right? Whether that's Red Hat for Azure, right? Simple. Or whether it's Azure Kubernetes service, again, simple. Or container registries for secure deployable apps. There's a method again for it all. I think as part of a technical series for each of these solutions areas, I'm probably going to run through a project scenario for each as well, which I think will be awesome. So we'll see those come out after day 20. I'm really excited for that piece. Moving into the next one, Azure Logic Apps. I'm gotten myself familiar with Logic Apps through the last, call it 3 years or so. From the security side, a lot of the Microsoft Sentinel. I'm not going to dive too far into that. A lot of the power of that is written because of the Logic App capabilities. It's very low code, low code, simple to use, simple to edit, simple to automate our functions and interoperate with multiple non-Microsoft products. So Azure Logic Apps allow us to do streamlined functions, whether it's with PowerShell, whether it's third-party service from their services and connecting in. I think if you're familiar with Power Automate, Logic Apps will come second nature. Azure Functions, again, allows you to create serverless functions, right? There's a really cool project that I'm thinking about using for the solutions area. I'll let you guys kind of choose where we go, but that basically takes OpenAI and some serverless script and creates a function for you to be able to create your own custom chatbot on your own local machine using text documents that you store. I think taking that to like the next level for a customer would be like store everything in Azure OpenAI and do some really cool work there. So create your own custom bot would be really cool. And then wrapping it all up in a bow, something that I got familiar with half a decade ago and kind of just dropped off the face of the earth for me, which is Azure Load Testing. It is a service that allows you to test your web applications, test your API endpoints, test really anything at hyperscale, right? And you can use that service then to say, hey, where are the bottlenecks in my microservice? Will it die if I put in, 50,000 requests at one time. Like, where is that limit where I need to keep the upscale going? And really test your hyperscale capabilities. What are your needs, right? There's no point in making your endpoint capable of surviving 5,000 if you never even get to 1,000, right? Let's make sure we test at that very high and keep going, right? And make sure we're fitting the scale needs. So again, that is the very basics of Azure Application Innovation and modernization. So if you have questions, you're a developer in any of those areas and ecosystems, especially Azure Functions, or even I think API management might be really cool as well. Just let me know. I'd love to know in the comments and get some feedback and some kind of help there just to see what I can build. Just some quick thinking about, doing it in 2 to 3 hours and make it possible for people to kind of have practice keystones and capstones, etc., for their portfolios. So with that being said, thank you guys as always for coming to the Gifted today. And you'll start seeing the series come back daily, and hopefully I don't get sick again. So thank you for being around for the Gifted today. That sickness was yesterday's history. Tomorrow I'm excited for the mystery of what the end of the week brings. And I know it's going to be more chaos for my kids because it's Halloween, and I will upload a picture of what my costume is for everyone to see. Super excited to see all of you guys and yours. See you guys tomorrow.